What's going on, everybody? It's GameUnboxingReviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Jurassic World news update. Now, in today's video, I have a bunch of new screenshots to show off for the game, but first off, let me just talk about these screenshots because there's something very important I need to mention. So the first one I'm going to show is from the very first Jurassic Park movie. However, the rest of the screenshots are all from Jurassic World. Now, personally, I would say it doesn't really show anything more beyond the trailers from what I've seen. One of the screenshots, probably the last one, I haven't actually seen that location in the trailers yet. But, you know, this is just your warning. So, you know, if you would rather not see any screenshots from both Jurassic World and, of course, the actual movie, because these do represent the movie, you will see similar scenes to this in the actual film. So if you'd rather not see that, then I would recommend skipping this video, or at least watching the first few minutes, you know, where I show off the first screenshot. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first off, this screenshot is of course from Jurassic Park. Now remember, once this screenshot is finished and I'm finished talking about it, it's Jurassic World screenshots from then on, so that's very important to know. And plus, you know, it gives you time to think about if you really want to see these screenshots or not. So anyway, this is of course the very iconic scene from the first Jurassic Park, where we see Lex and Tim attempting to hide in the kitchen, and then of course eventually escape from the deadly raptors. This is a really well done screenshot, even just a screenshot, but like in-game, I already know this will be very well made. I mean, yeah, it's just, what I love about this screenshot in particular, is it just proves how much of the first movie that you're going to actually be able to play through. Because if you think about all the screenshots that I've showed over the past few months, we've seen the beginning of the movie, we've seen the dig site, we've seen Welcome to Jurassic Park, where you know, John Hammond shows them the dinosaurs for the first time. We've seen the T-Rex scene. There's just so many scenes. We've seen the scene where the T-Rex is chasing them as well. There's so many scenes that are in these movies that are iconic, and even though there's just 5 missions, which personally I have no complaints about whatsoever, I think that's a great amount, but even though there's 5 missions, you get to see a ton of things. You know, you get to play through a ton of iconic scenes, and that is really impressive. And I mean, you know, they've shown mostly a lot more stuff for the first movie than any other film so far, but I still think that we're going to get the same experience from the other, you know, 3 films as well, which is amazing. It really is. They've done a great job on this game, and I can't wait to finally play it. Alright, so next up, now we're on to the Jurassic World screenshots. So here we can see Owen and 2 other characters that I currently don't know the names of. However, here's the thing, I'm almost certain that I've seen both of these guys in the actual trailers from the movie. So even though we don't know their names now, we will definitely know by the time the game comes out. Because even if they don't mention their names in the actual movie, we'll know, because the game, you know, the character grid, these 2 will definitely be playable, it's almost certain. But then you look at the character grid and it'll tell you their names. So for now, I don't know their names, but they still look really cool, and I love how they have the Jurassic World logo on their helmets. I think that's really cool. Owen already just looks awesome. I can't wait to play as him. And apparently they said at MCM Comic Con that Owen is the most useful human character in the game, so that's interesting. I wonder what abilities he'll have and things he can do. I don't think it'll be like a combination of every, you know, character from all the movies, but I'm really excited to see what he'll be able to do in game, because he just looks really cool. Alright, so next up here we can see some raptors. Now I don't believe these are just any raptors. I think the one on the left is Charlie and the one on the right is Blue. Now the reason I think this is because if you look at the actual LEGO Jurassic World sets, they're identical. So yeah, that's why I pretty much think it, you know, it's from Jurassic World. And you know, this is probably a scene from Jurassic World as well, I would imagine. I'm really interested to see if the raptors will be used in the missions, because of course the scene from the trailer where, you know, Owen is driving the motorcycle, I really hope that that whole, you know, driving segment is actually playable in the game, because it just looks so cool, and you know it's going to be an awesome and iconic scene from the film. I can't wait to see it. Now this is an extremely cool screenshot, because here we get our first look at Zach and Gray trying to escape the Indominus Rex in, of course, the gyrospheres, and they look really cool. I can't wait to try those out, you know, when I'm on Jurassic World in free roam. We can also see a group of Ankylosauruses. Now I know some people have been asking if they're playable or not, and you know, basically they've said whatever dinosaur you see in the actual movies is practically playable, and since we see them in the game right now, we can actually see them, it's pretty much a definite bet that they're playable, which is really cool because they look awesome in LEGO form. And of course the Indominus Rex looks amazing. I can't wait to play as her. And last but not least, here we can see Claire and Owen hiding from the Indominus Rex. Now, the first thing I noticed about this screenshot is it's much creepier than the ones I've shown before. Not just the ones in this video, but the ones I've shown in, the past few months. Like, take, for example, the one I just showed. You see the Indominus Rex chasing Zack and Gray. Yes, that's scary, that's a really scary looking dinosaur. But the sky is bright blue, the grass is bright green. It's all really nice and colourful. But this screenshot, there's less lighting, it's much darker, creepier. You can see the two characters are scared, and you can see the Indominus Rex in that hole. I mean, it's a much scarier screenshot compared to the rest I've shown, but I'm really glad about that because it just shows that it's going to be different. I think the Jurassic World is going to definitely, it's going to feel like a Jurassic Park film, but I definitely think it's going to put its own spin on it, and I can't wait to see how it's done. But of course, also, we can see that Claire, she's not doing anything. She's pretty scared, obviously. I mean, I would be in that situation. But Owen is sneaking about, he's crouching. So is he going to have some sort of stealth ability or something so he can sneak past dinosaurs? We will just have to wait and see. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't say those screenshots were too spoilery. I mean, they didn't really give off any spoilers about the actual story or what happens. I think it's mainly just small locations, but most of it I've seen from the trailers anyway, so it's not really a spoiler for me. But hopefully, you guys didn't watch it if you didn't want a spoiler, because I completely understand that, because I would rather you'd actually go see the movie and then play through this part of the campaign, because it's going to be an awesome movie, and the fact that you get to come home and play it, that's going to be even cooler. Alright guys, so I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more news on LEGO Jurassic World, LEGO Marvel's Avengers, LEGO Dimensions, and Disney Infinity 3.0. And as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.